guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be basically taking my everyday kind of more natural basic bitch makeup into more of a like nighttime evening appropriate look. So yeah, I've got a few kind of like tips and tricks of how to do that really quickly and effectively without it taking too much time. Products I'm going to be using are really sort of simple and easy to use but so effective, work really well, and also are kind of more travel friendly as well if you're sort of taking your makeup on the go with you. As you can see, I am wearing some makeup at the moment. This makeup has been on my face for not that long, only a couple of hours, but usually this is the kind of makeup that I would do on kind of a more everyday basis. So for example, if I'm going to work, I would usually do my makeup something similar to this, but then if I'm going out after, I'm going to want to revamp it up a little bit. So yeah, this makeup has been on for quite a few hours now, and to be honest, it doesn't actually look that bad at all, but it's definitely gone a little bit patchy kind of around my jaw where I touch my skin, and then a little bit around my forehead. It's gone a bit patchy as well. My eyes obviously not glammed, my lips have rubbed off and they're looking a bit dry and crusty, and it just looks a bit old and worn. I'm going to start off with my eyes. I always like to start off with my eyes when I'm sort of revamping myself up, and what I'm going to be using is a cream eyeshadow stick. Cream eyeshadow sticks are your best friend for when you're in a rush and you want to glam your eyes, because they are so simple and quick and easy to use. You can literally just scribble these all over your eyelids and blend them really quickly with a brush, and more than likely they're going to be really effective really quickly. So I have a few different ones here. I have a couple of By Terry ones. I also have a few from Charlotte Tilbury, and I have some from Laura Mercier as well. It doesn't really matter which brand. I find that quite often these kind of pencils are quite good from quite a lot of different brands, so if you want to get some more affordable ones, they will definitely be in the drugstore as well, but I have some more kind of expensive ones just because, you know me, I like my high-end makeup. So yeah, choose the colour accordingly for sort of like what kind of look you want to go for. But today I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier one in the shade, so this is the Caviar Stick eye colour in the shade Intense Amethyst, and this is like a really beautiful purpley silver shade. So that is the shade there. It's got a little bit of kind of a shimmer running through it, but it's just a really beautiful shade and I really love it. And how I like to blend it is I like to blend it with one of these kind of more synthetic fluffy brushes for the eyes. I really like this one from Charlotte Tilbury, but literally any one will do. So all I'm going to do is just literally scribble this on my eyelid. And I do like to put quite a lot on, to be honest, so I like to go in with about that much. So I take it just above my crease, and then I'm just going to take the brush and very lightly blend over the edges. You don't have to blend for too long with these. They usually just blend themselves like really easily. And on my eye shape, I like to just drag any eyeshadow that I'm using kind of outwards into more of a cat eye shape, because I just think that that suits my eye the best. So I'm just kind of dragging it out a little bit as well, and literally that is pretty much it done. So that was so quick, so simple, so easy. You can't F that up, like it's just literally impossible. It is the easiest way to do eyes, in my opinion anyway. So that is our base colour down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on top with a shimmery eyeshadow just to give it a little bit more of a pop, because obviously this is more of an evening look, so I just want to add a little bit more sparkle. And I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerise palette. So this is what it looks like. It's a really beautiful, more neutral palette, and what I'm going to do is actually take the pop shade, which is this shade here. It's a really finely milled smooth glitter. This is actually a very similar shade to the Intense Amethyst that we just put on, so this is more just going to set that down in place and just add a little bit more of a sparkle. So I'm going to just use this on my finger, so that is what it looks like on my finger. It's literally the most beautiful sparkly eyeshadow ever. And then all I'm going to do is just tilt my head back slightly and just press that over the top of what we've just done. And let me zoom in so you can see. I don't know if you can see, but it's literally giving me like more of a wet look kind of sparkly eye. I just think it's so stunning, and this sort of colour will look good on pretty much any eye colour and any skin tone, I feel like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a winged eyeliner. This step is completely optional, you don't really need to do this. I personally really like myself with a winged liner, and I always do it for when I'm going out, but if you're not confident with doing a winged eyeliner, then I would probably just leave it here. Like, it still looks really cute and effective, like you don't need to add eyeliner, but I'm just going to add a wing so that it's a little bit more dramatic. So I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. This isn't as good as my Sensei eyeliner, but I actually got this in a set along with the mascara, so I'm going to be using this today. It is still a really nice eyeliner. Starting off by doing a line just straight up, and then I'm just going to drag back. So that is the wing done. Now what I'm just going to do is just go in with another coat of the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. This is the mascara that I used in the morning, but I'm just going to go over my lashes just to amplify them a little bit, and also I did get a little bit of shimmer from the eyeshadow in them, so I just want to take that away as well by adding a bit more mascara. You could add lashes at this point, but I feel like if you're trying to do your makeup more in a rush, lashes are just a bit of a faff, so I usually just go over with another coat of mascara and call it a day. Right, so I just jumped off camera quickly to do the other eye, and honestly I'm obsessed with this eye look. I love it. I have done it a few times before, so I know that it turns out really good anyway, but honestly I think this eye look is so sick. I am literally just obsessed. Anyways, moving on to my face, depending on kind of how my skin has reacted that day. So sometimes my skin gets really oily and then other days it's fine. It kind of depends on like what I'm using in my skincare routine. But what I usually just do is take the foundation brush that I used in the morning. I've been really into using foundation brush at the moment as opposed to a beauty blender. If you do use a beauty blender, then you can just use a beauty blender and it will do the exact same thing. But I'm just going to use whatever's left over from the morning, and I'm just literally going to go over the areas that I feel like look a bit patchy, and usually there's quite a lot of excess foundation left on the brush, so this trick usually works. And if I feel like it's not really doing much, then I just go in with another small half pump of foundation and then just go over like that. But I feel like today my foundation doesn't really look that bad, so I feel like I don't really need to put more on. I'm just going to kind of reblend it out. Just going to go over my forehead as well, and I'm not really going in this area just because that is where I applied my bronzer and my blusher and it's still kind of there, so I don't really want to touch that area just at the moment. Now what I'm going to do is just go over with some more bronzer. So I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, which is what I used in the morning anyway, but I'm just going to use this to re-go over my bronzer just because I like to be a little bit more bronzed in the evening anyway. My bronzer usually lasts all day, but I do like to be a little bit more bronzed in the evening and a little bit more chiseled. So I'm just taking this on my cheeks and then a little bit around my forehead as well. So now I'm just going to go over my highlight, and in the evening I do like more of a beaming highlight, so I do like to just go over my highlight just to make sure I look nice and glossy. So I'm actually going to be using the new Charlotte Tilbury one. This isn't new, this is the Christmas collection, so it's actually old, but this is the Magic Star highlighter. This is what it looks like. I've never used this before, I've only just swatched it. I'm just going to pop a bit on the tops of my cheeks. Oh wow, it's actually really nice. And then last but not least, I'm just going to reapply a little bit of blush. The one I'm going to be using is the Ecstasy blush. This is the one that I used in the morning as well, and it's a really beautiful peachy shade. I'm not going to put too much of this on. Okay, and now for the last step, I'm just going to reapply my lipstick. So I still like to go for more of a neutral lipstick even on a night out. I just feel like for me it suits my face the most, and obviously I've got the quite dramatic wing and a little bit of purple eyeshadow on it, so I'm going to go for more of a neutral lip. I'm going to use my Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury just to very slightly overline my lips, and then I'm also going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury JK Magic lipstick, which is part of the new Hot Lips 2 collection. This is a really beautiful kind of pinky neutral shiny lipstick. And now just to finish off my lips, I'm just going to go in with a gloss. So this one is the Kiko gloss. This is the 3D Hydra lip gloss in the shade 17. These lip glosses are really, really nice. If you wanted a dupe for the Fenty glosses, then these ones are really, really good. Like, they're pretty much exactly the same as the Fenty ones, but the Fenty ones are like 16, 17 pounds. These ones are like £3. So now just to finish off, I'm going to go in with a bit of spray. This is the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, but you can use any setting spray. This is just going to make sure that your makeup lasts all night. And yeah, so that is pretty much it, guys. That is the finished look. That is how I would generally sort of revamp my makeup in 10 to 15 minutes. If you do enjoy this style of video, do let me know and I can definitely film some more. I really enjoyed filming this video. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. That would be amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.